Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. Today we're exploring a truly fascinating frontier, literally the boundless possibilities of your own subconscious mind. We're going to break down a super beginner-friendly, incredibly powerful technique that will teach you exactly how to control your dreams. And get this, you can start doing it as soon as tonight. There's absolutely no prior experience or, radioactive spider bites required here. And the absolute best part, you won't even lose a single wink of sleep over it.
Just think about that for a second. What if you actually had the power to bend reality to your absolute will before your head even fully settles into the pillow? Imagine being able to direct the movie of your mind while you're completely 100% asleep. It sounds totally like science fiction, right? But it is entirely possible.
So the crucial point here is understanding what this state actually is. We're talking about lucid dreaming. This is a state where whatever you think of literally becomes reality. You want to fly? You can fly. Teleport? No problem. You can spawn people or create incredibly complex objects right out of thin air. It's like a limitless sandbox. And again, the specific method we're exploring today is tailor-made for complete beginners. It really only takes a few minutes right before bed. It sets you up for mastering dream control every single night, and it definitely won't mess with your normal sleep schedule.
Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for tonight. We're going to cover Welcome to Your Dreams, Essential Bedtime Preparation, the 3-step technique, mantras and mindset, and finally, the Midnight Boost.
All right, moving right into essential bedtime preparation. This is all about grounding yourself in reality before you even try to sleep. So as we transition from the crazy busy waking day into the quiet of the night, your physical setup and, more importantly, your mental state need to shift. First things first, turn off the lights and completely eliminate any distracting noises. You need to fall asleep quickly with a highly focused mind, which means clearing out all that mental clutter. Just sit on your bed, close your eyes, and meditate for just 1 to 3 minutes. Simply imagine all your daily problems just drifting away. Tell yourself that getting a good night's rest is literally the only thing that matters right now. Everything else, it can wait. Also, as an optional bonus, keeping a dream journal where you write down your dreams every single morning will actively improve your chances of making this whole thing work.
Next up, the 3-step technique. Get ready for the mental acrobatics of visualization. Now, before you start this cognitive journey, you need to gauge how fast you normally fall asleep. If it usually takes you under 10 minutes, you should actually start doing this technique sitting up, and then lie down near the end so you don't accidentally drift off before you finish. But if it takes you more than 10 minutes, you can just go ahead and do this lying down from the very start. The journey itself is a straightforward, chronological 3-step process. Step 1. Recreate a past dream environment. Step 2. Pretend to become lucid and gain superpowers. And Step 3. Plant the firm idea that you will be dreaming again very soon. Let's break these down, one by one.
Okay, step 1. Close your eyes and really try to remember a dream you had last night in as much vivid detail as humanly possible. If you can't remember last night's dream, which, let's be honest, happens to a lot of us, just pick any past dream you can clearly picture. Or hey, even create a totally imaginary environment from your favorite movie. The key here is to imagine yourself walking around this environment and actually interacting with it. You absolutely must engage all your senses. Imagine feeling the cold stone of a wall or maybe the rough texture of a wooden door. Focusing on sight, sound, and touch is exactly the thing that grounds you in this new world.
So let's move right into step 2 and see how it builds on that sensory foundation. Once you feel truly grounded in the visualization, I want you to pretend that you suddenly become aware that nothing around you is real. Basically, pretend you become lucid. Start doing incredibly cool things right there in your mind's eye. Give yourself superpowers. Start flying around, teleporting, spawning people, whatever you want. You are actively trying to hack your waking mind into believing you are already inside a lucid dream. And honestly, the deeper your conviction in this visualization, the better the whole technique is going to work.
Finally, we reach step 3. This is where you tell yourself that in just a few short minutes, you will be dreaming again. Picture yourself entering a brand new dream, realizing it's a dream, and doing whatever you want, just exactly like you practiced in your visualization. You can choose a totally new environment or just re-enter the one you just built. But listen, the absolute most important part of this step is to keep thinking about being aware and controlling the scene until you literally drift off to sleep. You want lucid dreaming to be the very last thought on your mind before you finally cross over into sleep. Now let's talk about mantras and mindset, which are your powerful boosters to guarantee success. To really supercharge your visualization and practically guarantee better results, you should use a mantra. Basically, just a short phrase you repeat to yourself over and over as you fall asleep.
But you really got to be careful with your phrasing here. For example, a fantastic mantra is, "I will lucid dream tonight." You could also use things like, "I am dreaming," or "I will wake up in a dream soon." Just keep it short and keep it incredibly simple. On the flip side, though, here is a terrible mantra. "I will not fail to lucid dream tonight." Why is this one so bad? Well, because as your brain falls asleep, it gets confused really easily. It might actually just drop the word "not" and just hear, "I will fail to lucid dream tonight," which obviously completely ruins the exercise. By repeating a positive, simple phrase, your brain flags it as important and it carries that awareness right into your very next dream.
Moving on to our final secret weapon, the midnight boost, also known as the wake back to bed trick.
For those of you who want to give this technique a massive, massive boost, timing is absolutely everything. You'll want to actually set an alarm to wake yourself up in the middle of the night, exactly 4 to 6 hours after you initially fall asleep. Now, you're probably wondering, why exactly 4 to 6 hours? Well, because when you go back to sleep, after waking up during this specific window, your brain enters a dream state way quicker than it does at the beginning of the night, sometimes almost instantly. Because of this dramatically shortened gap, if you perform the 3-step visualization and the mantra technique right then and there, your conscious thoughts have a significantly higher chance of carrying over directly into the dream. And boom, that triggers instant awareness.
But keep in mind, guys, this is a skill. It might not happen on the very first night, and honestly, that is completely normal. Practice really does make perfect here, and you should totally commit to trying this for at least a few weeks. Oh, and here's a fantastic tip from the source material. You can actually practice the sensory visualization steps during the day. While you obviously aren't going to enter a dream in the middle of a busy afternoon, practicing the mental acrobatics builds up that crucial muscle memory. That way, when you try it for real tonight, you'll know exactly what to do without even hesitating.
So, we've covered the preparation, the 3 steps of sensory visualization, the power of simple mantras, and the midnight boost to maximize your odds. The tools are literally right in your hands to unlock an entire universe inside your own mind. So I'm going to leave you with this one final thought before you head to sleep. What superpower will you choose to use in your dreams tonight? Good luck and sweet dreams.